And it's been another week. Welcome back. I am amazed and very grateful that so many of you come back every week. I mean, there's usually a drop-off after an episode hasn't been up for a while, and the amount of you guys who continue to come back week after week is really, really something else. I appreciate you coming. This week, I have something very interesting to tell you guys. I have a feeling from a lot of the things that I've been hearing on the boards that it just won't matter to many of you who show up here every week. Episode 6 is not going to be done before we start shooting episode 7. A long time ago, we made up our new schedule in which how much we estimated post-production on episode 6 would take and give us time to prep and get ready to shoot episode 7. And I sent out the shoot schedules for 7 like a month ago at least. And people started reserving their days and clearing their schedules and making things work. And episode 6 is just not ready. The effects on 6 are so much more time intensive than we thought. I feel like I was so naive going into what we had to do for effects on 6 and think that we were just gonna, no problem, be done with it. The amount of money that we can pay people, what we can give them from the money that you guys donated to us, versus the hours that they're putting in now. I'm not sure it's gonna hit $1 per hour. If I'm doing it, that's fine, because this is my baby, you know, and I can do that, and I don't take any of the money that you guys donate anyways. I'm supposed to spend that time. But for somebody who's doing it because they like the show, and because they like doing effects and stuff, that's still asking a lot. We're gonna work on post as long as we can, and then we're gonna shoot episode 7 through June, then go back into wrapping up 6. So it's going to be like a year. It'll be like a year between episodes 5 and 6 by the time it's all said and done. The schedule got just destroyed. We'll keep on plugging away. Speaking of plugging away, I did some time-lapse stuff this week. Anytime I sat down to work on PoPS, whether I was working on effects for 6 or communicating with people for stuff for 7, and Eliza just posted a couple casting calls for characters we still need to cast for 7 this coming week. I just had the time-lapse program going on the computer. So here's a time-lapse of the work I got to do on the show this week. Last week's question was, what is something that you waited for a long time that ended up being worth the wait? That was really great. A lot of people said Avengers as well, which is great. Biggest domestic opening weekend of all time. $207 million. That's really good. That's really good. Good job. And good job all of you for going and help Joss get that victory. If you read interviews with him right now, he's so burned out. He's so exhausted. He's barely even able to take it in right now. He posted on Whedon-esque, thanking everyone who went to see it and talking about he can't wait to, be able to experience it. And there were a lot of people who said, seasons of Doctor Who, and a lot of people said The Fault in Our Stars, which I have yet to read, and I really want to. Season 2 of Sherlock, people said, and then it didn't even dawn on me, but a lot of people were talking about, relationships that they waited for, and some people took it into, aspirations? Erotic aspirations? Anyway, this week's question. Oh. I don't have a question for this week.
I was just poking my head in to see if I could help you, but I can't.
No?
So now I'm just poking my head in.
Can't think of a question this week. Because all I'm thinking about these days is PoPS and post-production and trying to coordinate things. I'm trying to get to see Cabin in the Woods again. Some people said Cabin in the Woods. That was a good call. Good job, you guys. Cabin in the Woods was awesome. I guess no question this week. So thanks for coming back, guys. Sorry episode 6 is taking so long, but there doesn't seem to be anything we can do to change that. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you next week.